everyone, it's Mel. Thank you so much for joining me today for a book burning. Don't worry, I'm not really burning any books. This is a video that I am making as part of the Because We Can Readathon. This is a readathon that is hosted by Abby from Abby Lee C, Kat from Stars and Embers, Kat from Brews and Reviews, and Jenna from Just a Little Bit Random. I will link all of their channels as well as the actual readathon channel in the description below. You should definitely go and check that out. The readathon is happening this week, and what I love about this readathon is that they have daily reading challenges and also daily creative challenges. And the idea is that you do something creative for the creative challenge, and they have a variety of different things that you might want to do. You can do it via YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever works for you. Obviously today I'm choosing YouTube, and like I said, we're talking about books that we would like to burn. So I do not condone burning books, obviously, but were I ever to burn books, these are some books that I might burn. I should just also say that this readathon is inspired by musicals this particular round, and the musical that inspired this challenge is Hamilton. So it's Eliza's song, I believe, where she's talking about burning Alexander Hamilton's letters to her, I think. So the usual disclaimer should come with this video. These are just my opinions. If you love these books, if you disagree with me, that's fantastic. I'm obviously not going to burn books. I'm not going to burn my own books, and I'm not going to go around building book pyres in town squares and burning all the books. I'm not going to even ban books. So these are just my opinions. Please just ignore me if I say any of the books you love. Yeah, just ignore me. If it's really bothering you, then maybe click away. So the first book, well, book series actually, that I'm going to ban is Twilight, and I'm also including in that Midnight Sun. So I know these are really beloved books in the YouTube book-to-net world, the world in general, and again, like I said with my disclaimer, if you loved books, then that's fantastic. I personally don't love them. I know that a lot of people, when they talk about Twilight, talk about the fact that it's very problematic, but they say, well, I had such a good time reading it that it's still a favourite for me. And that's completely fair enough. However, I would burn them if I had them, which I don't, because they are really problematic. And it's not even so much myself that I'm concerned about. I'm actually concerned about young girls, in particular teenage girls, reading a series that is so incredibly problematic and getting some really messed up ideas about relationships, about the way people should treat each other, about the way that you should behave, how obsessed you should get with people, and letting other people control your life and your relationships and your view of yourself. I just got my tea here because we're spilling the tea. So if you are a person who read this as a teenager and now you've come to realize how problematic it is, but you still love them, then, you know, whatever, that's fine. My problem with them is that I don't think they should be, I don't think they should be read by the age group they're aimed at, because I do think they give some really problematic ideas and notions to really susceptible people, teenage girls who are, you know, trying to find their way in the world, who are trying to figure out how to be in the world, who to be, what they want to become, how to have relationships, how to manage the world of romance, how to manage being in really toxic relationships, what to do when you're confronted with people who are trying to tell you what to do. And I just don't think that the way that Bella deals with these things is in any way a good role model for young children. And it would really concern me if my 15, 16-year-old girl, or boy for that matter, not just girls but boys as well, and people in general, if teenagers of mine or that I know are reading these books, then I find that really problematic. I read them in my 20s and I was like, man, these are so problematic. But I read them and I kind of enjoyed them. I've since realised I could never go back to them because they're horrible, but whatever. I kind of enjoyed them when I was in my 20s, but I was a lot more capable of understanding how messed up they are. And I just worry about people reading them when they are 14, 15 and getting some really, really toxic views from those books. Now, having said that, if you have teenagers or you know teenagers and they want to read Twilight, I wouldn't say to my teenage children, you cannot read these, I ban you. I would read them with them, and I would try and have those conversations and try and make sure, maybe suggest other books that actually have non-toxic relationships, that have non-toxic ideas that would be better for children to get ideas from, to develop concepts from, and why the ideas are problematic. And I just think that that is the better way to approach reading those books for a young teenager. So yeah, those are the first books that I would burn. Then I would burn, and I know I'm going to get hate for this as well, but I would burn everything by Cassandra Clare. I'm really sorry, guys, and in fairness, I have only read half of the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices books, and maybe they get better. I've heard people say they get better, but she's not an amazing author, and she needs to be edited so badly. So maybe I'll burn those books and then hire an editor for her and make her go through and edit her books again and make sure that they just aren't so repetitive. We don't need that many metaphors and similes. We really don't. Once you have described something, once you've described it. I know that there are books with a lot of purple prose out there that people complain about the overly descriptive, and like, I get that, even though I like a lot of those books, but like Cassandra Clare, she'll describe the room and where I'm sitting and what's behind me in 4 different ways. It is entirely unnecessary. You could have a really purple bit of prose that describes this setting, but you only need to do it once. You don't need to do it 6 times. It just drove me up the wall. Plus the angst. Oh my god, Jace and Clary. I'm sorry if you're a fan of the Mortal Instruments, and again, this entire Shadowhunters world, but Jace and Clary, they are so annoying. I was okay with the Infernal Devices. I actually kind of like them, but they're still not great. You know, you gotta go in knowing you're reading kind of meh books. So yeah, I'll burn those and then hire an editor and make her rewrite them. What else might I burn? Yeah, I'm going to burn Tessa Bailey's books. Specifically, I'm going to burn It Happened One Summer and Hook, Line and Sinker. But I think I'm going to burn all her books. I have a feeling I'm not going to really like Tessa Bailey at all. I hated the way that the male main character in It Happened One Summer talked about the female main character in his internal monologue. It was really just very misogynistic, and I didn't like Piper at all, the main female character. I thought she was stupid, and I didn't understand. I don't want to be in a poor little rich girl's head. It's just, that's not a place I need to be in my life. So I'm going to burn those books, and yeah, that's it. Those are the books I'm going to burn. I mean, like I said, I'm obviously not going to burn, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for these book choices because they're all very popular. And like I said in the disclaimer, if you like these books, more power to you. I hope you got a lot out of them. I'm obviously not really going to burn them, and you can do whatever you want. Read what you want. I don't think these books are for me, and therefore I will burn them. Anyway, please comment below some kind thoughts that you might have. Feel free to disagree with me, because I know you're going to, but maybe be nice about it. Anyway, comment thoughts down below. If you'd like to leave me a comment but you don't know what, then leave me some kind of angry face emoji because, you know, we're getting angry about books. Or a fiery emoji because we're burning books. All of my social media details are listed in the description below, so if you'd like to go and follow me on any of those other platforms, please feel free to do so. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, Like I said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.